Hello everyone, I am Eric from Facts Hunters. Today we gonna talk about what is ChatGPT, what are its advantages and disadvantages, will it replace human, etc. Imagine if Siri could write you a college essay, or Alexa could spit out a movie review in the style of Shakespeare. OpenAI last week opened up access to ChatGPT, an AI-powered chatbot that interacts with users in an eerily convincing and conversational way. Its ability to provide lengthy, thoughtful and thorough responses to questions and prompts, even if inaccurate, has stunned users, including academics and some in the tech industry. The tool quickly went viral. On Monday, OpenAI's co-founder Sam Altman, a prominent Silicon Valley investor, said on Twitter that ChatGPT crossed 1 million users. It also captured the attention of some prominent tech leaders, such as Box CEO Aaron Levy. There's a certain feeling that happens when a new technology adjusts your thinking about computing. Google did it. Firefox did it. AWS did it. iPhone did it. OpenAI is doing it with ChatGPT, Levy said on Twitter. But as with other AI-powered tools, it also poses possible concerns, including for how it could disrupt creative industries, perpetuate biases and spread misinformation. What is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is a large language model trained on a massive trove of information online to create its responses. It comes from the same company behind DALL-E, which generates a seemingly limitless range of images in response to prompts from users. It's also the next iteration of text generator GPT-3. After signing up for ChatGPT, users can ask the AI system to field a range of questions, such as who was the President of the United States in 1955, or summarize difficult concepts into something a second grader could understand. It'll even tackle open-ended questions, such as what's the meaning of life? Or what should I wear if it's 40 degrees out today? It depends on what activities you plan to do. If you plan to be outside, you should wear a light jacket or sweater, long pants, and closed-toe shoes, ChatGPT responded. If you plan to be inside, you can wear a t-shirt and jeans or other comfortable clothing. But some users are getting very creative. How people are using it. One person asked the chatbot to rewrite the 90s hit song, Baby Got Back, in the style of the Canterbury Tales. Another wrote a letter to remove a bad account from a credit report, rather than using a credit repair lawyer. Other colorful examples including asking for fairy tale-inspired home decor tips and giving it an AP English exam question. It responded with a 5-paragraph essay about Wuthering Heights. In a blog post last week, OpenAI said the format makes it possible for the tool to answer follow-up questions, admit its mistakes, challenge incorrect premises, and reject inappropriate requests. As of Monday morning, the page to try ChatGPT was down, citing exceptionally high demand. Please hang tight as we work on scaling our systems, the message said. It now appears to be back online. Possible issues. While ChatGPT successfully fielded a variety of questions submitted by CNN, some responses were noticeably off. In fact, Stack Overflow, a Q&A platform for coders and programmers, temporarily banned users from sharing information from ChatGPT, noting that it's substantially harmful to the site and to users who are asking or looking for correct answers. Beyond the issue of spreading incorrect information, the tool could also threaten some written professions, be used to explain problematic concepts, and as with all AI tools, perpetuate biases based on the pool of data on which it's trained. Typing a prompt involving a CEO, for example, could prompt a response assuming that the individual is whiter and male, for example. While we've made efforts to make the model refuse inappropriate requests, it will sometimes respond to harmful instructions or exhibit biased behavior, OpenAI said on its website. We're using the moderation API to warn or block certain types of unsafe content, but we expect it to have some false negatives and positives for now. We're eager to collect user feedback to aid our ongoing work to improve the system. Still, Lian Jaisu, a research director at market research firm Abbey Research, warns the chatbot is operating without a contextual understanding of the language. It is very easy for the model to give plausible-sounding but incorrect or nonsensical answers, he said. It guessed when it was supposed to clarify and sometimes responded to harmful instructions or exhibited biased behavior. It also lacks regional and country-specific understanding. At the same time, however, it does provide a glimpse into how companies may be able to capitalize on developing more robust virtual assistants, as well as patient and customer care solutions. While the DALL-E tool is free, it does put a limit on the number of prompts a user can do before having to pay. When Elon Musk, a co-founder of OpenAI, recently asked Altman on Twitter about the average cost per ChatGPT chat, Altman said, "We will have to monetize it somehow at some point. The compute costs are eye-watering." What's so special about it? ChatGPT is powered by a large language model, or LLM, meaning it's programmed to understand human language and generate responses based on large corpora of data. ChatGPT's LLM is called GPT 3.5. It is an upgrade of OpenAI's GPT-3 language model. With the whopping 175 billion parameters, GPT-3 is one of the largest and most powerful language processing AI models to date. Why ChatGPT is a game-changer for AI? What makes ChatGPT so impressive is its ability to produce human-like responses, thanks in no small part to the vast amounts of data it is trained on. What's exciting is that the responses are more and more human-like, so what you're seeing is things that we did not think computers could do before, Jeffrey Wang, Global Chief Innovation Officer at professional services firm, told CNBC. Another thing that differentiates ChatGPT is its ability to log context from users' earlier messages in a thread and use it to form responses later in the conversation. Why is it so popular? No generative AI application has quite managed to achieve the kind of influence and virality that ChatGPT has. It has been the subject of countless memes and the talk of the business community at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, last month. Chinese tech giant Baidu made its own version called Ernie Bot. The chatbot signed up 1 million in the 5 days after its release, according to a December 5 tweet from Altman. By January, ChatGPT had amassed 100 million monthly active users only 2 months into its launch, making it the fastest-growing consumer application in history, according to a UBS note published last week. It took TikTok 9 months to reach 100 million users and Instagram 2.5 years. January 31st was the biggest ever day for ChatGPT, with its website garnering a record 28 million daily visits, according to data from SimilarWeb. That was up 165% from a month ago. One reason for ChatGPT's popularity is its accessibility. The service is public to anyone via the OpenAI website, and its potential applications range from school homework to legal briefs. The timing has also played a part, according to Wang. When we come out of pandemics, you typically see this burst of creativity, he said. The biggest example is, after the Black Plague, there was this renaissance, this burst of creativity across the board. Why it's got tech giants clashing. Microsoft is betting billions on ChatGPT's owner, OpenAI. In late January, the tech titan announced a multi-year, multi-billion-dollar investment deal with OpenAI. Microsoft declined to disclose a specific dollar amount. A report from Semaphore said the Redmond, Washington tech giant was in talks to invest as much as $10 billion in the company. Microsoft previously invested $1 billion into OpenAI. On Tuesday, Microsoft held a press event where it announced new AI-powered updates to its Bing search engine and Edge browser. Altman confirmed Microsoft had incorporated some of OpenAI's GPT 3.5 language technologies into Bing. That was a day after Google unveiled its own response to ChatGPT, called Bard AI. The company plans to start rolling Bard out in Google Search in the coming weeks. ChatGPT is seen as a threat to Google. Rather than turn to the web search pioneer for your most burning questions, people could rely on ChatGPT. Google was actually early to the advanced conversational AI game, through the launch of its own large language model called Lambda in 2021. It missed the boat on launching its own consumer product based on Lambda, and hopes to change that with Bard, which is powered by the language model. How good is ChatGPT, really? ChatGPT has its limitations. Responses from the chatbot can contain factual inaccuracies. For example, it can invent fictitious historical names and books that don't exist, or fail to solve certain math problems. The open-ended aspects of these models are a double-edged sword, Will Williams, Vice President of Machine Learning at British AI startup Speechmatics, told CNBC. On the one hand, there's a high level of flexibility and fluidity in interactions, and an engaging conversation is possible on almost any topic. On the other hand, you never quite know when the model is making contact with reality and not overconfidently hallucinating. ChatGPT's knowledge is still limited to 2021 data, but may improve with time. Going forward, the expectation is that ChatGPT will be the precursor to much more advanced AI systems. For now, experts say generative AI isn't yet capable of achieving human-like, general intelligence. Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI, is often considered the holy grail of the AI community. It most commonly refers to the ability of an intelligent agent to understand or learn any intellectual task that a human being can. Plenty of companies hope to achieve that, from OpenAI to Google's DeepMind. The possibilities of GPT-3 have already led to excitement about OpenAI's next-generation LLM model, GPT-4. Tempering expectations, OpenAI's Altman pushed back on the hype surrounding GPT-4, stating in a recent interview with Strictly VC that people were begging to be disappointed.